Hello my dear students and welcome to English 1 course. This is Dr. Sarah and today we'll be reading a very interesting piece of comprehension. We're going to be reading social media influencers. Okay, can you guess what it is to be a social media influencer? You will be an influencer on the social media. وinfluencer معناها ايه؟ شخص مؤثر. To influence people. ان انت تؤثر فيهم. Let's read about social media influencers. Read a blog post about the impact of social media influencers in the business world to practice and improve your reading skills. Then do the exercises. هنقرأ مع بعض blog post يعني post مبعوث على online about the impact of social media influencers. What is the meaning of impact? Impact معناها the influence or the effect أو تأثير social media influencers. Okay, so please write it down in your notebook. Impact means effect or influence أو تأثير. Okay? طيب, let's read the text. It is estimated that about 40% of the world's population use social media, and many of these billions of social media users look up to influencers to help them decide what to buy and what trends to follow. So here the passage tells us about 40% of the world's population 40% من سكان العالم بيستخدموا وسائل التواصل الاجتماعي social media, and many of these billions of social media users look up to influencers to help them decide what to buy and what trends to follow. Okay, I want you now to guess what is the meaning of estimated. Estimated means مقدر. Okay, estimation يعني تقدير. Estimated يعني مقدر. It is estimated that 40% and so on. طيب, I want you to tell me the meaning of another expression. Look up to. What is it to look up to? Look up to معناها يتطلع. Okay, so you respect those people or you admire them. ان انت معجب بيهم وبتحب شغلهم, or you aspire to be like them. انت بتتطلع ان انت تبقى زيهم. aspire A-S-P-I-R-E. اوكي, هنجيب معانا نوت بوك ونكتب فيها كل الكلمات دي علشان هتجيلنا في الاختيارات في الامتحان. يبقى عرفنا impact يعني effect or influence أو تأثير, وعرفنا إن estimated معناها إن هي مقدرة وتعرفوا السبيلنج بتاعها كويس. وتالت expression now look up to معناها إن أنت you admire someone, you respect them, or you aspire to be like them. تمام؟ So what is an influencer and how do we become one? What is an influencer and how do we become one? Let's see the definition of a social media influencer. An influencer is a person who can influence the decisions of their followers because of their relationship with their audience and their knowledge and expertise in a particular area. Like, for example, fashion, travel, or technology. Again, an influencer is a person من الكلمة نفسها. influencer بعرف إن هو بيأثر في الناس. is a person who can influence the decisions of their followers. بيأثر على قرارات الناس اللي بتتابعهم because of their relationship with their audience. علشان هم ليهم they have a good relationship with their audience, and because of their knowledge علمهم, expertise خبرتهم, experience in a particular area. Like, for example, fashion or travel or technology or any other area. Okay, يبقى عندهم expertise معناها experience أو معناها knowledge أو معناها skills. كل الكلمات دي ليها نفس المعنى. experience or knowledge or skills. Okay, particular area معناها in a specific area. يبقى this is the definition of an influencer. أنت you can influence other people because of your knowledge and because of your experience and because you have a good relationship with your audiences and your followers. This is what an influencer is. Okay? Influencers often have a large following of people who pay close attention to their views. Influencers often have a large following of people who pay close attention to their views. دايما عندهم عدد هائل من المتابعات والناس دي بتتابع الآراء بتاعتهم بشكل ايه؟ بشكل حسيس جدا ودايما مهتمين ان هم يتابعوا آرائهم. They have the power to persuade people to buy things. And influencers are now seen by many companies as a direct way to customers' hearts. They have the power to persuade people to buy things. هي دي النقطة الفيصلية إن هما they have the power to persuade people to buy things. فالشركات بتحب تستغلهم للدعاية على المنتجات الجديدة. وكلمة power معناها طبعا القوة والقدرة و persuade معناها إن أنت you convince somebody but with a sort of pressure يعني انت بتضغط فيها شوية معنى من الضغط مش زي الإقناع بس لا انت بتقنع بس في سن الضغط ان انت بتقوله لازم تبقى ترندي لازم تبقى على أحدث صيحة فانت بتقنعه ان هو يشتري الحاجات دي اوكي Influencers are now seen by many companies as a direct way to customers' hearts هم عايزين طريقة مباشرة للوصول لقلوب العاملين بتوع اسمهم ايه الزباين يعني والعملاء بتوعهم فهم ايه الانفلونسرز دول هم الدايركت واي. Brands are now asking powerful influencers to market their products. الماركات المعروفة بتعتمد على الباورفul influencers اللي عندهم نفوذ وريتش عالي علشان ايه تسوق المنتجات بتاعتهم. With some influencers charging up to $25,000 for one social media post. Some influencers charging up to $25,000 for one social media post. مقابل البوست الواحد بيدفعوا بيتقاضوا ما يصل إلى $25,000. شوفوا بقى بالمصري ده يبقى كام؟ مبلغ هائل. It is no surprise that more and more people are keen to become influencers too. ليه الناس حابة إن هي تبقى influencers؟ علشان you will have a large number of followers and you can gain a lot of money. More and more people are keen يعني مهتمين are interested to become influencers too. They dream of becoming influencers. If you are one of them, then here are 5 tips on how to do it. لو أنت برضو مهتم بالموضوع ده we have 5 tips on how to do this, how to be a successful influencer. Alright, what is the meaning of tips in English? Tips means ممكن نقول عليها ايه pieces of advice يعني advice نصايح ممكن نقول عليها ايه clues ممكن نقول keys مفاتيح أو يعني مداخل مهمة إن أنت تعرف إزاي منها تبقى influencer ناجح. Okay, so we have 5 tips or 5 pieces of advice. Let's see what they are. Number 1, choose your niche. طبعا مش النيش بتاعنا اللي في البيت نيش هنا ليها معنى مختلف. What is the area that you know most about? What do you feel most excited talking about? Find the specific area that you are most interested in and develop it. So, can you guess the meaning now of niche? What is the area that you know most about? إيه هو المجال اللي أنت بتعرف عنه أكتر شيء؟ What do you feel most excited talking about? وإيه أكتر مجال you feel passionate about? You feel excited about? Find the specific area that you are most interested in and develop it. يبقى it is clear that niche here means a specific area or a specific field or a specialization مجال التخصص بتاعك اللي انت هتشتغل فيه مع الفولورز بتوعك. يبقى you have to be very specific and you have to choose a specific area, a specific field, you have to a specific niche in order to reach people. Okay, let's see number 2. Number 2 is divided into 2 parts as you can see. Choose your medium and write an interesting bio. أول حاجة choose your medium يعني هختار إيه هي الوسيلة اللي على التواصل الاجتماعي اللي أنا هشتغل عليها. Choose your medium if you're going to depend on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. And then you are going to write an interesting bio. Bio جاية من كلمة biography. يعني إيه biography؟ السيرة الذاتية. فأنا هختار الميديم بتاعي and then I'm going to describe what I'm doing in a very short and interesting way. دي التip number 2. Most influencers these days are bloggers and microbloggers. الانفلونسرز هم bloggers ومايكرو-bloggers عندهم تخصص دقيق وبيبعتوا على الإنترنت. Decide which medium such as your own online blog، البلوج بتاعتك اللي هي بيقولوا عليها بالعربي مدونة، أو الانستغرام or Snapchat. Decide which medium is the best way to connect with your followers and chat about your niche area. When you have done that, write an attention-grabbing bio that describes you and your specialty area in an interesting and unique way. Make sure that people who read your bio will want to follow you. So, after you have chosen your medium, you write an interesting bio, a short paragraph about yourself to describe what you do and what you are best at, and then you can chat with your audiences about your niche area and will have followers. You can communicate with them. يبقى بختار الميديم اللي أنا هتواصل بيه مع الناس وبكتب جزء شيق عن نفسي وعن خبراتي، my knowledge, my experience, my expertise, my skills, my previous job مثلا أو my previous work and samples of what I did before، علشان كل الحاجات دي بتوصل للناس وتقنعهم هم to follow you. okay؟ فدي step number 2. number 3. post regularly and consistently. post regularly يعني ابعت دايما للناس بشكل منتظم، and consistently يعني if you are consistent معناها you do the same thing over and over again. انت بتعملها بشكل مداوم، بتحافظ عليها. Many influencers post daily on their social media accounts. هو هنا he advises us to post daily on our social media accounts، ان انا ابعت بشكل يومي. The more you post, the more likely people will follow you. كل ما ببعت أكتر الناس هتتابعني أكتر. Also ensure that your posts are consistent and possibly follow a theme. لازم يبقوا consistent يعني متسقين أو هم بيتبعوا topic معينة أو theme معينة. theme معناها عنوان أو موضوع معين ومحدد. a very specific topic that I'm sending similar posts under the same title. يعني أنا مثلا التخصص بتاعي الفاشن، حد مثلا زي سالي فؤاد التخصص بتاعه التغذية الصحية، الهيلثي فود والهيلثي لايف ستايل and so on. أي بقى إيه influencer أنت عارفه، حد عن الاهتمام مثلا سكين كير، حد اهتمام عن السلف ديفلوبمنت إن أنت بتنمي من نفسك ومن قدراتك، أوكي، في ال HR والكلام ده. فإحنا أهم حاجة إن أنا بختار a very specific subject، والموضوع ده هو بيأكد عليه كذا مرة، حتى قال بلوجرز ومايكرو بلوجرز يعني معناها تخصص دقيق جدا وإن أنا بهتم بيه وبكمل فيه. اوكي، البوستس بتاعتي لازم تبقى regular منتظمة ولازم تبقى consistent يعني كلها بتصب في نفس الموضوع. number 4. tell an interesting story. لازم دايما يبقى عندي interesting story to catch the attention, whether it is a photo or a comment that you are posting. Use it to tell a story that will catch the attention of your followers and help them connect with you. لو هحط الصورة أو هحط comment لازم أخلق حواليه قصة شيقة جدا to attract my audiences and my followers more and more and to help them connect with you. لما أنا بطرح قصة بيبقى فيه إيه فرصة ليهم to contribute أو to take part or to communicate with me. this gives them a room or a chance to communicate with me and to connect more and more. Okay, so you have to create an interesting story about your posts and your photos. This is step number 4. And step number 5 and the last one, make sure people can easily find your content. Your content shouldn't be hidden. Your content shouldn't be away from people. You are creating this content because you want to reach people. You want to reach your audiences. Okay? فتخيلوا ممكن هنا في النصيحة دي نصحنا ان احنا نعمل ايه؟ البوستس بتاعتي they have to be public. They have to be posted regularly. You have to post them on a variety of channels or variety of media, social media, to reach more and more people. This way you can reach a lot of people. You have to make people have easy access to your content. Publicize your posts. Publicize يعني make them public on a variety of social media. نخليها على يعني وسائل تواصل اجتماعي متعددة ومتنوعة. You can use hashtags and catchy titles. استخدم الهاشتاجز. catchy معناها ان هي ايه شيقة وجذابة، جاية من catch the attention. catchy titles عناوين شيقة. and make sure that they can be easily found. There is no point writing the most exciting blog posts or posting the most attractive photographs if no one is going to see them. So he means that the purpose from writing and posting on social media is to reach a very wide audience. If you don't achieve this target, then your posts are useless. البوستس بتاعتك دي useless، بلا فايدة، بلا جدوى. You have to reach people through a variety of social media. You have to use hashtags, catchy titles, create interesting stories, communicate with people, and so on. This way you will reach people and you will have more fans and more followers. Okay? Most importantly, if you want to become a social media influencer, you need to have patience. دي بقى أهم نصيحة، إن أنت you have to be very very patient، إن أنت تبقى صبور. Keep posting and your following will gradually increase. الناس هتبتدي تتابعك بشكل أكبر، وساعتها هيبقى عندك followers أكتر and you will succeed in what you are doing. Good luck. So the most important piece of advice here is to have patience, to be patient. الصبر، إن أنت you have to understand that time has a factor، إن الوقت ليه عامل. أوكي؟ فالوقت لازم أعرف إن أنا لازم أجرب مرة واثنين وثلاثة لحد إيه ما أوصل. دلوقتي عندنا بقى الإكسرسايزز على الباسج. It is very interesting and it is very relevant to our everyday lives. فإحنا بنشوف الحاجات دي كل يوم، مش موضوع غريب. And it's very interesting and you may really want to be a blogger or an influencer, so you have to bear in mind all these pieces of advice. لازم أحافظ قوي على النصايح دي وابتدي ألتزم بيهم وأحاول أطور من نفسي عشان إيه أحقق الهدف ده لو أنا مهتم بالمجال ده. خلونا بقى دلوقتي نشوف. We are going to read 8 new words or vocabulary and you have 8 definitions. We're going to match the words with their proper definitions. I advise you to pause the recording and do the exercise on your own, and after that you resume the recording and check your answers. Okay? Number 1, expertise means see expert knowledge or skill in an area. Expertise معناها experience أو expert knowledge أو skills. Okay? عايزاكم تعرفوا كويس المعاني علشان في الاختيارات ممكن يجي لي اختيار واحد يبقى مناسب، ممكن اختيارين يبقوا مناسبين، ممكن 3، أو ممكن ما يبقاش فيه ولا اختيار مناسب. فعايزاكم تبقوا فاهمين بس المعاني إيه كويس جدا. طيب number 2 a trend. A something that is popular right now. حاجة رائجة وليها قبول عند الناس. A trend. A trend something that is popular right now. Number 3 an audience. Are B the people who watch or follow a public event like for example a film or a concert. فيلم أو حفلة موسيقية، دول الأودينس الجمهور بتاعك. 4 consistent means G doing something in the same way over time. إن أنا بشتغل على نمط موحد. To be consistent إن أنا أشتغل على نفس النمط. 5 catchy means H attractive and easily remembered. شيقة جدا وبتلفت الانتباه. catchy, attractive and easily remembered. وقلنا catch هي معناها ايه؟ grab. الاتنين معناهم يجذبوا أو يشدوا الانتباه. grab G-R-A-B grab the attention or catch the attention. number 6 to charge معناها ان انا بطلب من حد فلوس معينة، فمعناها ايه؟ D to ask someone to pay. To ask someone to pay. And 7 a bio. F a short introduction of a person, short for biography. ال contracted form أو contraction أو اختصار لإيه؟ لbiography and it means a short introduction of a person. طيب أنا ممكن ألاقي إيه في البايو بتاعت somebody؟ هلاقي مثلا personal information, your name, your specialization, التخصص بتاعك, your experience, what you did before. فكل الحاجات دي هتبقى they are included in your bio. It's like a short CV or a resume. يعني زي CV كده قصيرة أو سيرة ذاتية قصيرة. And last one, a niche is a specialized area أو field. التخصص بتاعك specialization, speciality, كل الكلام ده ليه نفس المعنى. يبقى specialization, speciality, specialized area or field، كل ده معناه النيش أو تخصص دقيق. طيب اللي بعده we're going to choose the correct answer. Number 1, a social media influencer is not someone who يعني negative. A, guides the decisions of their followers. B, is an expert in a particular area. C, pays their followers to buy products. D, has many followers who pay attention to their opinions. What do you think? Of course, C is not someone who pays their followers to buy their products. هو مش بيدفع أبدا للعملاء. 2, companies want to use influencers to help. A, sell their products to their followers. B, develop new products. C, write their blog posts. And D, design their websites. Of course, A, to sell their products to their followers. بيستخدموهم للتسويق. 3, if you want to be an influencer, your bio on your social media account shouldn't. If you want to be an influencer, your bio on your social media account. A, say who you are. B, talk about your niche area. C, be interesting. D, be the same as other people's bios. Shouldn't A? Of course D. Be the same as other people's bios. Be the same as other people's bios. He said you should be unique, so you should be different from other people. You have to be unique. You have to be different. 4, you should make sure that you post. A, once a month. B, every day for the first month and then once a month after that. C, about similar subjects. D, about all sorts of different things. هنا بنجاوب على أساس رأي إيه الكاتب. هل هو مؤمن بالتخصص الدقيق ولا مؤمن إن إحنا لازم يبقى عندنا معرفة موسوعية بكل الأشياء علشان ننجح كسوشيال ميديا انفلونسرز؟ طبعا هو مؤمن بالمايكرو speciality أو النيش، إن أنا لازم يبقى عندي تخصص دقيق. So I have to post about similar subjects. C. Okay? Next, number 5. You can make sure that people find your post by A, using hashtags. B, using funny or memorable titles. Funny يعني دمها خفيف و memorable يعني سهلة التذكر. C, using different social media to link to your post. D, doing all the above. طبعا D, doing all the above. Last one. What should the title of this blog post be? A, 5 ways to influence people. B, 5 ways to use influencers in marketing. C, 5 tips on becoming a social media influencer. D, 5 tips on making money as an influencer. إيه أكتر نقطة هو ركز عليها؟ C, 5 tips on becoming a social media influencer, and he told you the 5 steps. Last task, we have to put true or false. Number 1, an influencer needs to know about as many topics as possible. For example, fashion, travel, technology, etc. True or false? Of course, false. He believes in the micro speciality, or you have to be very specific and very particular about your specialization. So 1 is false. 2, companies are paying some influencers up to $25,000 to post about their products. Yes, true. He said this number in the text. Number 3. Most influencers write regular posts on their blogs or microblogs. Yes, of course, true. And this is a very important step if you want to be a successful influencer and to have a lot of followers. Number 4. You can chat with your followers using your bio. Of course, false. This is not true. You don't use your bio to chat or communicate with your followers. You use your bio to introduce yourself. If you want to chat, you will have to use the other social media channels, okay, or applications. Number 5, your posts shouldn't only be attractive but should tell a story. Yes, of course, this is true, because when you tell a story, you help people engage more in your story and to communicate with you more and to leave comments and to feel that they are participating in the story. So it is true and it is very important to tell a story. Last one, you can become a social media influencer in a short time. Of course, this is possible. You may be very lucky, but according to the passage, he tells us that this is not very likely to happen, because you will have to post a lot and lots of posts, and you have to communicate with people, and you have to be very consistent, يعني مستمر وفي نفس الموضوع. This is not likely. He believes that this will take some time, so this is false. Of course, we have reached the end of the first class, and I will leave you now. I hope that you benefited from it and that you found it interesting. I want you to know the definitions very well and to understand the meaning very well. مش مطلوب مننا ان احنا نحفظ الباسج، بس نعرف المعاني بتاعت الكلمات الجديدة. Wish you all the best and see you next time. Bye bye.